Hi there, it's Karen here. Welcome back to my channel, and today it's week 11 of Roxy's weekly challenge. And the challenge this week was to make vellum mini ephemera holders. So Rachel started with some sheets of vellum, different sizes. This isn't actually vellum, it's tracing paper, but it's very similar and it seems to be quite substantial. Sometimes tracing paper seems really thin, but this is quite reasonably thick. Well, not thick, but it feels quite sturdy. I have no idea where it came from because I think I acquired this. This is the packet it came out of, natural tracing paper, size A4. I think this is one of the things that my mother-in-law had in her stash of art stuff. She was quite into her art and drawing and things, and I've managed to inherit quite a few of her bits and pieces. And I think this tracing paper, I think, is one of them. So I'm just going to make a start. I haven't done a prototype this time. I've just watched the video, so I'm hoping I'll remember what to do. We'll see how it goes. So I'm going to cut these pieces down. I've got a few sheets out. I'm not going to make all these. I think I've got more sheets out than I realised. I probably won't make more than 3, maybe 4, but let's have a go and see how we get on. So first of all, I've got to make these pages a bit smaller because they've got to fold in half that way, haven't they? So, and I did actually watch the original video as well, where Rachel got the idea for these, and that lady's were actually quite small, but hers were for mailing out to pen pals, and these are for journals, so they can be a little bit bigger, I think, but they've got to go into a pocket, so it's not make them too big. So, and we've cut off about 4 inches, almost exactly 4 inches I've cut off, so I think that probably, let's just fold this up and see if it's about the right size, and then I'll do the rest the same. So the idea is you fold up your page, or fold up your paper to make pockets like that, not too high, otherwise the pockets will be too deep. Let's just, and then you fold it in half, and the pockets are on the inside. So let's try and do that and see how that looks size-wise. Just get my bone folder. So that's about the right size, I think that's fine. So that ends up at about 3 3/4 wide, so that's perfect to go into a pocket, isn't it? So, okay, we'll go with that. And it's going to be fairly approximate. I'm not going to measure them, how much I cut off. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't cutting off too much. So, when I say I'm not going to get measurement, I'm going to try and get some idea of the size, because I quite like that size, so I'm going to do it roughly the same for each one. I think I'm going to cut 3, because know me, it'll take me a while to get them made. There seem to be, although they are simple little projects, there seem to be quite a lot of processes involved, different things to do. So that's one. Right, so I'm just going to fold the rest of these. That folds up about there. And then we fold it in half. Two. It's on the side. Okay, hold that up again. So the next thing we have to do is to... Now I've got this on the wrong way, haven't I? I've got the yeah, the pocket's all right on that side. For some reason I've done it... I folded my pocket the wrong way this time. I mean, I suppose you could do it that way, but that was... Probably saw me doing that, so no, that's the wrong way. But, okay, I think that's the only one I've done like that, I'm hoping. Yep. Oh no, hang on, this one's the wrong way as well. Oh, goodness gracious. This is starting so well. Well, actually, I'll leave the pocket and fold it the other way. I don't know how that happened. Didn't even realise what I was doing, did I? Oh. Easily mended. Right, pocket on the inside. On the inside, on the inside, and on the inside. Oh dear. Right, so the next thing is to seal up the edges. Rachel used a stapleless stapler, which looks really good. I did consider getting one, but I haven't got one, so I'm going to use my tiny attacher. And the reason she doesn't use glue is because it does make the vellum curl, and I'm assuming it has the same effect on tracing paper. So I'm just going to put in a few little, and I mean the tiny attachers, the staples are very small. So I don't think it's a problem to use that. I don't think anything's going to slip out the side. Could always cover it up with some washi or something, I guess, or you could even seal it with washi. Maybe I'll do that with one of them. Use washi instead, although it might be a bit less robust. Maybe the best thing to do is to staple and then cover the staples with washi. That would be a further step, which I probably won't want to do today. But I might do that just to make them a little bit neater at the edges. See how it looks when it's finished. Right, there's one. So yeah, I think I might want to do that actually, because you can see the staples on this side, so I might be adding in that extra step. Right, they're all stapled. I haven't done a fabulous job, they're not all straight, but I am going to find some washi, I think. I just need to check that. Yes, that was a very important message I just received. That was Hannah sending a picture of a peach, which is apparently the size of her baby right now. Isn't that adorable? Little peach baby. Oh, anyway, sorry, you're going to get all these updates every now and again. It's just too exciting. So yes, I'm going to use this Tim Holtz washi because I think it will go quite well with everything else that's going on here. It might take me a moment or two to cover them all, so I may just have to edit out some of it, otherwise we'll be here quite a long time. Okay, so I've put the vellum on all of these edges just to cover up those staples, but then once we've decorated this up a bit, it should blend in quite nicely. So they're all done, back and front, so that should be fine. Okay, now the next job is to do some stamping, I believe. Yes, stamping is the next thing that Rachel did. So I have brought along a little selection of stamps. One of the stamp sets I'm particularly keen to use is this new one that I bought recently, which is the etc. one. So it's got 2 or 3 pieces on here that would work really well on this. So let's get those out. I think this one will be really good. I think I'm just going to use black, I think, on these. Rachel used a dark brown, but I only have sepia, and I think it doesn't quite have the same effect. So I'm going to go straight for the black. Now I wonder whether to get... I might use my block. I think that would be a little bit easier. Put it on my stamp block. And as you'd expect, I am going to decorate one of these with music. So I can pop one into my music journal. So I've got some music stamps out as well. Haven't used any of these yet, so it's quite nice to have the opportunity to use them. At least I don't think I have. No, I'm pretty sure I haven't. I might have used, yes, I think I've used one of them before. So I'm just going to pop that up here. Goes there rather nicely. And then perhaps I'll just do, yes, that covers that whole top half, doesn't it? I'm just wondering whether to put a little bit of... No, I'm just going to leave it as it is, I think. That looks quite good there, because then I'm going to put some papers at the bottom. So that's that one. I might just wipe it, get the residue off a little bit, but they don't really come off completely. That's all right. And then I think we'll use this one. What does that say? Okay, that will work nicely on there too. Put the next one in. Pop that up there. And I might just do a little bit with my scripty one. Where's the other one gone? Should have another one here somewhere. I don't know where it went. Maybe I didn't get it out after all. Thought I had. I've got a little bit of script here. I might just add. I don't know if that'll look a bit strange to have a different one. Okay. Okay, that's gone for that. I'm just wondering, I'm getting, oh I see, it's because, yeah, sorry, I'm talking to myself, because it looked a bit darker at the top, and it's because it's the pocket's been folded up, so of course it's going to look a bit of a different colour at the top to the bottom. I thought it came from the stamp, but it doesn't. It just comes from the fact that the bottom half has got a pocket on it. And so it looks a bit lighter because you've got the double thickness. I do tend to mutter to myself, and I do apologise while I'm figuring things out. Next one. I can do a bit of a ghost print down here. Yeah, okay, that's that one. A lot of this will be covered up. And the final one is going to have to be a music one. So I'll just put this stamp set aside. I've got my, let's put the script one back. So I've got my music note strip here, and I've got my other music stamp here, so I might just, oh gosh, I'm covered in ink. I might just add a little bit of these as well. So let's just put some random music on here. Sorry, let's get this out of the way. I don't even know if this is the right way up or not. And then, oh, put that over there. And then what about this kind of flourishy bit? I think I probably ought to use the block. Use a block of some sort, pick it up, and that can kind of go like that. About that. Okay. I might just need a little bit more. Okay. That'll do. Okay, so that's the stamping done. I appear to have got as much on me as I have on the little holders, so I'm not quite sure how that happened. Ugh. Well, yeah, I guess I do know. This is archival, so it doesn't come off that easily, but never mind. We will move on. Right, so the next thing to do is to put some papers on here. And I have, of course, got a bit of music paper lurking about. So, I don't think I want just paper. I think, or just music paper. I think I quite fancy a bit of the whatchamacallit, Florentine paper. I fancy using a bit of that on here too. Just finding the right one. So this might be nice. Oh no, I need to incorporate this bit over here really, don't I? So, that side, no, not that side. Maybe tuck that under. Okay, I'm going to do that. There's that piece. And the next one. So I might keep the Florentine paper handy in case I fancy another bit. It's a beautiful piece of script by Edith Holden I might put on this one. Oops, that's bigger than I planned. So tear this down a little bit. It's quite thick, so it's quite hard to get it started on the tearing. Bit of that. This time I think we might have another piece of book page. Try and find something in a contrasting colour. Up there. Yep, I think that will work. Alright, so that's that one. Next one. Bit of German, I think, would be nice. Sticking to me now. I need my little bin over here. It's just annoying having to keep doing this all the time. Just need it just to the left of me, and then I don't have to keep throwing my arm out in your face. Okay, so that piece. Okay, going for it. Another piece of Florentine paper, I think. Like that. Maybe it should be more like that. That might look a bit better. Just straighten this at the bottom and then bring it down a little bit. Oh, it's getting annoying that it keeps sticking to my fingers. So I try and put a little piece in the bin, it just won't go. Okay, let's do that. I'm having to put all my pieces sort of orientated to the right just to kind of marry in with this bit of washi here, otherwise it will look a little strange if it's not part of the part of the decoration. It just look a bit like it's not meant to be there, which of course is not really, but it kind of, by including it, it looks like it should be there. But I wasn't happy with having the staples showing, so I think it looks a lot better for that. And I have one more to do. What else can we put on here? No, I don't think so. Yeah. Got so many little pieces here. Look at a piece of this. Well, this is really useful for hinging, so I don't want to use that. There's no reason why I shouldn't use another piece of piece of music paper, is there really? Doesn't mean it's going to have to go on a music journal if it's got music on it. Right, I've got a few bits here. See what I can make up with this. Another really long piece there. Okay, let's just try this piece here. That bit there. And a bit of coffee dyed oily on one side. Music on with it as well. I'm just going to try and do that like that, and maybe a really small piece of the Florentine paper. So I could put that to cover this spot, or I could find a little tiny piece, maybe Florentine paper to go on there. Nope, I think I will actually use a piece of that. Let's get rid of that white edge, because then I can put something colourful on top, can't I? Oops. Right. Multiple layers on this one. Okay, let's get rid of these bits. Now, I think the next job is to do a little decorating on there. Find a nice something to go on the front. It's got a bit torn, so it's going to glue down. Right. And I think we should have a look in. What can we put here? A bird? Let's try a bird. I have multiple options at my disposal. Let's see what we can find. So I've got some fairly big birds there. No, not that one. Sorry, you can't really see it there, can you? If I do it that way. No, not so keen on that. That one. It's quite enormous. But it's nice and bright. Oh, I quite like that actually. I've got these birds. I think I've used them before. I can never remember the Etsy shop, but the Etsy shop they come from is called Journaling Tale Studio. I think I may have messed about with the sizes of some of these. So I think they come quite small. He's rather gorgeous, isn't he? I don't know why, well, I suppose I do know why. I tend to think Christmas. And I'm not really intending Christmas things. So I do love him, but I'm not sure I want him on there. I might be restricted on where I could use him. Oh, I think this one is good. I just have to quickly cut him out. Okay, so he can go on here. And I like him. Oh, I've got some bits that are stuck. There we are. Okay, one. Number two, we're going to go with a flower, I think. Yep. See what I've got. I've got a few fussy cut ones here. That's a possibility. They're nice and big ones. A lot of these are from one of Rachel's kits, one of her fussy cutting flower kits, I think. A lot of these. Either of these would work, I think. Let me just see if there's any other nice big one that I can use. Got this peachy coloured one. How would that look? Yeah, I think I like that best. I think it goes nicer with the blue. Yep, I think that's the one. Doesn't need any inking because she very kindly gives all her fussy cuts a bit of a background so that they don't look as white, even if you don't cut them perfectly. That goes on there. Just put this out of the way. Okay, let me just grab a piece of, just smooth it as much as I can. There we go. Okay, number two. I'm not quite finished yet, got to seal them up or tie them together. Right, so this one, I don't know if I want a butterfly on here actually. I was thinking butterfly, but I don't know that the configuration of the papers allows for a butterfly very well. I have got some big butterflies. It needs a big one. Ooh. No, he's not big enough. Saw a little squirrel there and I thought maybe I could get a squirrel on, but he's just not big enough. So it needs to be a statement butterfly. Yep, I think we could call that a statement butterfly. That would only just fit. I'm not sure it would be. I think actually not quite sure it would work. Might be a bit too much. Really, I think these things need long things, not wide things. It's not going to work. No. It would have been good to get something like that on, but I really don't think the shape of these works well with the shape of these. So we'll abandon that idea. At least I remembered I had them, the big ones. Okay, what do we want? I think we want... do we want a bird or a butterfly? Oh, butterfly, not butterfly. Bird or a flower is what I'm trying to say. I'm going to go and I'm going to have a look at my flowers again. No, that's no good. What else have we got? Digging deep here. I've got this one. That's a nice one. This one again. That keeps popping up, doesn't it? That's a definite possibility. No. I think that's the one. I think. Let me just double check. I like that as well. And maybe that one would work best. I'm going to make some swift decisions here, aren't we? Because I've got a little bit more to do. Okay. One more. Oops. Right, and this is the music one, so I just have to have a little look at my music ephemera that I've been madly fussy cutting. Ooh, that's not very straight, is it, across the top there? Oh, what's happened here? I need to straighten that up. I'll just do it with scissors. Let's make sure it's properly lined up at the bottom, and then I can straighten up the top. Just cut it across. Hope I can do it more or less straight. Are we straight to the other side? No, not really, but it'll do. At least it looks a bit straighter at the top. Can I straighten that up? Oh well, that'll be fine. That'll be fine. Okay, let's pull out some of these bits that I've been cutting out. I don't know if anything's going to work on here. Got a few. These are all like journal cards really, because I've backed them all, so I don't really want to use them just for decoration now, do I? What else have I got? Got anything the right size? That's the question. That's a funny colour, isn't it? Need something a little bit brighter than that. Some of these things I've just roughly cut round. So that's not even... Well, it's got a bit of music notes in the background, but it's not very music-y. Is that a word? Music-y? I don't know, it's a bit tricky because these aren't all obvious things to decorate with, are they? She's rather pretty though. Oh, maybe I can put her on there. Oh, there's another one. Anything else? And we have another one. Okay, we'll choose one of these, shall we? Pile of bits now. I need to make some of these things up. Okay, so we have, and obviously I'll cut round them. So I've got the lady with the, what is she playing? Could be an oboe. It could be a recorder. Looks a very long recorder. She's very pretty. The lady with the violin. Or the lady with the piano. They're all rather nice. I think I might do her. Might even keep the shape of the little card just because it gives a little decorative top. I'd be in danger of cutting her head off if I cut it straight anyway, wouldn't I? corners off. How about her there? Yeah, I think I'll do that. Just do a little bit of edging with the ink. Get rid of the white. Okay, something like that. Okay. I'm going to need something here as well, I think, but I might have to come back to that because we've got a bit of a gap here, haven't we? We'll see. There might be some more decorating to do as these things go into the journal. I really need to clean this mat. It looks horrible. Right, now the last thing we have to do is to make the holes and tie it up. I've just seen this has fallen out. I wonder if I could put that there just to finish that off. That would fill in that hole a little bit, wouldn't it? I might just do that. I think it wanted to be on here. Ink it up a little bit. Just a little label with some music on. So why not? There. Just finishes that off a little bit, I think. Good, 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 good. Now, according to my timer, I'm way over, but I think there's quite a bit of editing I'll need to be doing, so we should be okay once I've edited everything down. Okay, I'm going to do some holes with my big bite. Just go and grab my twine. Which was just behind me, so that wasn't too hard. I've got some black and white here, so I might use that. Trying to remember how she did it. In one side and up the other. Right, that's one done. Got this twine as well, which is quite nice. colour do I want for here? I think I'll use this one. No, I'm not going to use that one. I'll use green. Yeah. Number 2, not done a great job because I made it a bit short, but never mind. I'll do better next time. So there we are. They're all done. I think they look really pretty. You won't believe how much I've had to edit out, or I'm going to have to edit out, of all me fumbling and faffing with these bows. I do hate tying bows, and especially on camera. They're always a challenge. And even putting the baker's twine through the holes was a bit of a challenge, especially with the green, because it's a bit thicker than the black one. But got there in the end, and here they are. I'm pretty pleased with how they've turned out, actually. I think they're quite pretty. I think they look quite nice. They certainly look more or less how Rachel did hers. I don't know whether I'll use them. I imagine I will certainly do something with this. It's just it means I'm going to have to tie the bow again. But, well, never mind. I'll manage. Probably do better when I'm not being watched. So there we are. That was week 11, ephemera, vellum ephemera holders or something like that. It'll be in the description box anyway. So thank you very much for joining me today, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.